Yeah. Hey guys, Jesse here from the Subi Sanctuary, and in this video I have something quite a bit different, but I thought it would be cool to share with you guys. Here behind me is the OG Sanctuary. So this is where it all began, I think about 7 years ago. So what I'm gonna do in this video is actually take you guys on a tour through the OG Sanctuary and all the treasures we have inside. So right out front here, we have my trusty daily driver. I've had this car a little over 16 years. This is a 2002 WRX wagon. Recently, I put the speed lines on it from the 22B. This car has lots of cool mods. I've done the complete underside of this, all new bushings. We got the 4-pot, 2-pots. We have the Hawkeye rear spindle, and I've got always something I'm working on with this car. So I got another big overhaul I'm gonna do this winter. Some big changes coming. This car is most cool because it has 581,000 kilometers on it. I do have a sedan front end on it. Recently added this cool bug deflector. So from here, I'm gonna take you guys now inside. All right guys, yeah, know what I'm saying, man? Welcome to my crib, my shop. Yo, welcome to my home shop. Now I was just in here, but I actually do have motion sensing lights in here. So normally when I come in, it will light up the shop, it will light up my gas pump and my traffic light over there. So first cool item to note is my original 1970s Subaru dealership sign. This has some cool heritage with it. It is from Barry Fine Cars, which was one of the earliest Subaru dealers in Ontario. I actually also have a car from them from the 80s with the Barry Fine Cars badge still on it. From there, we have our Super Test gas pump. This was my dad's. It was something I hung on to because I thought it was special. And finally, I have actually put some use to it and set it up in here as some decoration, as well as the cool traffic light. Over here, you can see my modern Subaru dealership sign, another neat little item with some cool backstory to it. That actually came in the back seat of my 1987 Subaru XT, which I had recently just sold for good reason. Eventually, I'll go into why I sold it and what I've replaced it with, but I'm not quite ready to show you guys that yet. Then over here, most of you guys are probably familiar with this. This is the 1998 Dodge Neon Coupe. It is the 16-valve 2-liter. This is a super awesome car. We have this on the road. I mostly pimp it out as a car for my friends to use when we go out on tuner cruises. We are constantly refining this car, trying to bring it back to its former glory and mostly optimize what we've got to work with. Very enjoyable car though. Then under the cover here, not sure how long you guys have been watching the channel, but I did once upon a time introduce this car and its original state. This is a 1995 Impreza L Coupe. It came from the southern states. It has not heard of rust. From its beginning in life to now, it had some not nice things happen to it, a really not awesome body kit put on it. I've taken that off, I have sold it. And then I do have the metal 22B quarter panels and fenders, as well as the Loon Sport bumpers and skirts to make this into something fun. This is very likely my next personal project car. I feel like you guys are really gonna enjoy that, and I certainly am as well. Then yes, we have a kitchen stove here. It is all wired in. Why do I have a kitchen stove in my garage? It is actually for powder coating small parts. Then here we have our 2007, I'll call it a WRX, even though everything is STI. Again, if you're familiar with the channel, you would have seen the build on this car, which was rather extravagant. It is an incredibly beautiful car. We actually took it out driving last night, so it is covered in bugs. We went up to the beach, had a good old time. This is actually a car that I built for my son, so whenever we do take it out, it is a whole family adventure. I never actually drive this car by myself. Do a little hood pop on the Hawkeye here. It is quite a beautiful machine. What a great working machine. Very comfortable family cruiser, very capable. We are at 335 wheel horse, 400 torque, and this is pretty much all Subaru. I know you're seeing the intake there, but that's actually an SPT, so I would consider that to be Subaru as well. We do have some bigger injectors and a turbo inlet. And we're on the Rays STI wheels, color matched Brembos. This car is like highly detailed. And what's really cool about it is this is actually all the original body. I have done no rust work on this car. And for a Survivor, this is definitely like a 10 out of 10. Really cool and custom all black leather interior. Those seats are from a Legacy GT. So now they are wired up to be dual power. And we do have DC/CD as well. Got this little cool flick wing and then no wing at all on the trunk. Then this here is actually something pretty cool. We are quite into snowmobiling in the off season. So this is my son's new 2024 Ski-Doo 200. This is a completely race prepped sled. They even had this thing freaking dynoed. It is built for the whole shot and it is built to win. This is actually a retired sled from the world champion in snowcross. So my son did start racing last year. He started on a 120. This one is a 200. He is going to move up his class and I'm wishing him the best this season and really look forward to seeing what this machine can do. Then up here we have my 2006 Mazda RX-8. I've had this car a very long time. Overall, I've had the Mazda RX-8 almost as long as I've had the Bug-Eye, if not longer actually. It is a really cool car. It's got some serious brakes. I mostly use this car for tracking. It actually just has 70,000 kilometers on it now. And again, she is plated and on the road. I absolutely love this car. I will never get rid of it. Even though it's not a Subaru, it does bring me great joy. And then right below the RX-8, if you're familiar with the channel, then you will be familiar with my wife's 2005 Forester XT. This is a manual with leather. Also, again, it has the full Jessie Special on it with some cool girl colored brakes there. We do drive this car quite often as well. Sitting on some 04 STI wheels. Again, we have the 4-pot 2-pots with the Hawkeye rear spindle in the back. Then we have the version 7 STI scoop and the STI front lip as well. Give you guys a little gander under the hood here. This is a super clean car. There we have her. Really enjoyable car, very beautiful car. And underneath the RX-8, it looks like it's a day old under there. I don't even know if I've had this in the rain, let alone snow or anything like that. And then if you're wondering where the hood for the little snowmobile was, here it is, brand new hood. The young racer who owned the sled prior to us had kept his hood for a keepsake. And then we have a super cool customized wrap with his sponsors on it to dress this hood up and put it on the sled before winter time. And for the most part, the garage itself is pretty well kept. I do have all sorts of little tokens and mementos around here. There's me and my son's RC boat that we've been building. We're probably around 70 kilometers per hour in it. And I mean building and testing as in every time we take it out, we break something else. So we're further refining it. And one day maybe we'll be able to go full speed without breaking something. Some cool old bikes, some old signs, some cool old Honda wheels. This is worth noting for garage guys. Again, I have this on a timer so it only turns on at night. This is a dehumidifier, so it sucks all the moisture out of the building every night. Maybe every 4 days it might fill that up, but it does a really good job of keeping rust off any bare metal stuff as well as brake discs. And of course I have integrated air, a couple spots to pick it up. I don't even know what those wheels are, but I have 2 of them. That's my son's first Subaru. So a little tiny Hawkeye, super cool. He still has that. And then now he has a real one. And here we have my old toolbox, which is still my current toolbox, just here. It actually has a fridge. I don't have fridge stuff in it though. And it has a CD player. Do you guys know what CDs are? And then here, how could we forget this one? This is a 1998 Subaru 22B. This is one we had restored this spring. I can't say I actually own this car, even though I've had it in my possession for a year. This is my good friend Alan's car, and it is about to become my good friend Chris's car. In the year that I've had this car, I've taken it to various shows, won lots of trophies, and I've actually put about 500 kilometers on this car. I can say the experience of driving and having a car like this without having to pay for it is probably like one of the highest peak life experiences. It is really a treasure to walk out to my garage every morning and see this beautiful car here. Figure we'll give you guys a little peek under the hood. This is a beautiful machine. I am very proud of the work that I did on this. I'm very honored to have been a part of it, and I'm very happy for the new future owner, which is actually coming to pick it up within the week. Figured it'd be a tragedy if we went past the 22B without giving you guys a shot under the hood. So we're gonna close this guy up here. And if you guys thought that the tour ended there, so we have one more spot. I'm gonna take you from here, and I imagine to most people this will probably be quite a surprise. So now we're gonna head back out of the lower level. So here's my big compressor. This was the OG compressor. Learned how to paint using that guy. On the top shelf there we have some cool relics. All sorts of neat vintage stuff. My dad was much like me and was very into collecting old stuff. So a lot of this stuff is things I had hung on to that had some meaning. Figured I would put them up in here kind of to honor them. Then we have Taillight City up there. For the most part, I've been trying to move all of my stuff from here, more or less inventory, up to the other shop, but I have not quite moved everything. We have some notable grills up there, a few more notable grills. Old Corvette wheel. My dad was a big Corvette guy, if not the biggest Corvette guy. So I actually use that to hold my extension cord, which currently I'm working on something with outside. Probably the first sticker ever. Someone actually made that for me. Alright, so now we are moving on. This cool truck here actually belongs to my bud, Stan Halen. It's been hanging out here for quite a while, but I have been using it to do some missions with. And this little sweetie right here. All right, I know this doesn't totally fit the Subi Sanctuary vibe. This is very obscure from most of the stuff that I have. This is a 1974 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. I've actually had this car since I was 17 years old. So that is now 23 years of ownership. It does still run and drive. I know it doesn't look very good in this current state. It is a very solid car. I do plan to do a bit of an overhaul on this. I'm not going to try and restore it. These aren't worth a whole lot when they are restored, and it wouldn't be worth the effort to go and lose money on the overall end value. I would like to carry on with the vibe that I had when I was 17 and go for kind of a lowrider, hot rod type thing. So eventually I'd like to bag this guy, completely de-chrome it, black it all out, do some red wheels and a red Lando top. Now it looks pretty sad, but it does have actual knockoff 100 spokes. Let's see if we can get inside. This car was like a couple $1,000 when I bought it, and I feel like it's probably still worth that. So really cool, super cool. Lipstick red leather interior. There we go. That's what it was all about. The chain wheel. And in this void beside the Caddy, I have a couple leftover parts and such. But wait, there is more. And this is leading up to the more. You know, wait for the lights to fire up. Got my nice zero turn. Again, up here I have a massive collection of just random old Subaru stuff. We got a short block there, some spare Type RA parts, some new in-box Fortune Autos. I'm sure you guys recognize this car. This is my faithful winter beater, my 2005 Legacy wagon. And then this one probably caught the attention of a few of you guys. This actually just arrived. This is an ultra rare car. I know what you're thinking. It sure looks like an Integra Type R. This is in fact an Integra Type RX, which is the very last year that they made the Type R. And this is the highest trim with a couple unique features. I'm not gonna completely get into the story on this car, but this just came all the way from Japan, and we do have some really cool stuff in store for this car. Figure this one deserves a little peek under the hoodie. This thing is totally bone stock, completely unmolested. There we are with the infamous B18C. Possibly the most iconic Honda motor out there. This thing is just cool for days. Super awesome. Really excited to get into this car. Then we got a power wheel, STI axles, STI spindles, some tail lights, cylinder heads. Then this little gem here, I'm not ready to unearth it at the moment, but this was one of my dad's cars. This has been off the road for at least 20 years now. Just this spring, I have been casually working on this car. I now have got it running, driving, I've done the brakes, I put new tires and rims on it, and then I have a bunch of other cool stuff for this. Later, you will get a video on this car. It is a 1991 Pontiac Firefly. Again, something pretty obscure for the Subi Sanctuary, but something that does have deep meaning to me. And it is absolutely mint. Honda seats, spare RX-8 transmission in there. Got the lower mid-wing for the Impreza wagon, the GD fit. I do plan to put that on the Bug-Eye at some point. We have these. These are the STI BBS RG345s. These are really, really cool wheels. They are the baby 22B wheels. It is the exact same wheel, just a little skinnier. Another cool little set of wheels. Those are some aftermarket 4x140 wheels. Most Subaru dudes probably think that sounds pretty weird, but it makes sense when I have this 1986 Subaru GL10 wagon here. This little sweetie only has 80,000 kilometers on it. So this is actually the specimen that came from Very Fine Cars, which is really cool that I actually have the sign that likely would have been up at the time this was sold. I have all the paperwork with this car, all the original brochures. Really cool car, definitely something I'm gonna hang on to, and eventually I would like to do a light overhaul on it so that I can get it back out on the road. And this one, another one that kind of sticks out among my collection. This is a 1987 Chevy short cab, short box, 4x4. This is an ultra rare truck. My dad actually bought this brand new in 1987. It was a custom order at that time. It has leather, power windows, power locks, dual gas tanks, and a 454. Again, this is all original. It doesn't look totally amazing. It has no rust whatsoever. It is getting a bit of patina on some of the top surfaces of the paint there. So what I had done when I actually put this in here was I put some oil on the patinaed parts until I figure out what exactly I'm gonna do with this. My plan would be something similar to the Firefly, where stage one is just get it running, driving again. And then from there, I still would really like to just preserve it. So I'm not sure if I'm just gonna seal up the top side patina or if I would get into doing paint on it. That is to be decided though. Another cool shot of the Integra Type RX. Then we have my driver's seat for the RX-8, the neon quarter panel covers. That is a pile of Honda parts. Why do I have so many Honda parts? That's because I secretly do really enjoy the old Hondas. So this is a 1996 Honda Civic, totally bone stock, absolutely mint condition. I've been selling most of the front end off it because when I go to do this build, I'm gonna put the 99 SIR front end on it. I have a lot of really cool parts for this car, and I also actually have a complete Integra Type R swap to put in this. And I know you guys can't tell, I'm actually currently restoring a camper trailer. So these are the cushions, mattress from the camper trailer. This Civic is the hatchback. The idea with this is I was always really into the old Hondas. When I was a teen, getting into cars and stuff like that, I was actually a VW dude. I can't say I am still a VW dude unless it was like a Mark II or Mark III. All of my friends had Hondas, Mazdas. I really did enjoy them. I mostly enjoyed the way that the B series sounded. And the goal with this car is kind of to achieve that teen dream. Still maybe a bit before I actually get into this one. Look at this Japanese Fallout. This car literally just came from a used car lot in Japan and was just dropped off. Has 80,000 kilometers on it. Really rad. I'm very excited to maybe give it a wash and take it for a drive. Then outside the top floor here, we have this cool spot, that cool laneway, and this really cool old metal go-kart body. We used to park like parts cars here and all the way along down the side there, but now I don't really work out of here anymore, so we have just turned it into nature space. Well guys, that concludes my tour of the OG Sanctuary, aka now my home shop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm happy I could share this with you guys. Do I have more cars than what are here? Yes. How many more cars? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 more cars outside of here that are at the new shop. One of them is another old Honda, and the other 3 are all Japanese Subarus, all GC8s. 2 of those Japanese GC8s you guys have never seen. And gearing up into this winter, you will get to see one of them as I get into doing a build, and it will likely end up being our next contest car, which is pretty exciting. I've got a lot of cool stuff in store for it. And with that being said, guys, till the next one.